going on, everyone? Welcome. My name is Liza Quin, and this is the channel where we get to learn from your faves. And one of your favorites is Daryl Ong, whom I'm very excited to get to know. This is a first-time reaction, so we're going to be watching this together. If this is a first-time reaction for you, we'll be along for the ride together, like I mentioned. And I'm going to be looking for some teachable moments to see what we can discover about some of the techniques that go into making artists like Daryl so fantastic. So if you're new here and you enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button. And really quickly, before we dive into this John Legend cover, I just want to let you know that I have a new collaboration and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's a really fun way to support the channel and something I think that will provide a lot of value for you. It's for my US audience for right now, but I am going to be working on some more things for my international peeps, so stay tuned. It's basically, okay, see this dress I'm wearing? It's from Aster the Label, and it's one of the labels that you can find on this clothing rental website called thelimitlesscloset.com, where you can get 2 or even sometimes up to 4 garments at a time, swap them out as frequently as you want so you can really get more within the month, use it on the weekend, send it back, have a couple things for the week, send them back, and it's just kind of a great way to keep injecting things into the wardrobe. At least for me, it's been really helpful to get my box because, for example, I get to shoot this video in this top and I can keep the wardrobe fresh. Sometimes you guys ask me about what I'm wearing, so I figured this was a really fun way for us to kind of basically play in the same closet. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Check it out when you can. Without further ado, let's get to know Daryl Ong singing Ordinary People.
I'm in love with you. This ain't the honeymoon. We're past the infatuation phase. Right in the thick of love. At times we get sick of love. It seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehaved and you made your mistakes, and we both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes hurts, I still put you first, and we'll make this thing work. But I think we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people.
So many great things happening right on the first line. His tone got me. Very soulful, very sensual, really present. That particular mic, if that's the Neumann, it's really good at picking up just sort of like a really well balanced. It's got a lot of highs, but a lot of like the low. So I'm getting this really round, kind of past the infatuation, right? That really comes across like even in the original record on that recording, and that is so beautiful. But the thing that really stands out to me right off the top, aside from that fantastic tone, is his phrasing. And basically what that means is it's the way you play with a melody over the given amount of time that you have to play with that melody, right? Within your metric. Now, not to get too complicated or too technical, but I'm going to show you real quick what I'm talking about, especially here on this pre-chorus.
At times we get sick of love. It seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehaved and you made.
Right there on Misbehave, you know I misbehave. He lays it back. It's not only the fact that he's kind of like, playing right off it and not being right on. It creates this sort of like this anticipation, creates this sensuality, this intimacy, this playfulness, comfort, right? That you're comfortable within the confines, right? In your sandbox, what you're playing with.
Both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes.
See right there? And though love. So not only does he kind of flip the melody just a little bit, but that little throw, right? Sometimes we think we gotta hang on every note. And no, he's just emphasizing a point, right? That's his interpretation of that line. Although love. Just kind of throws it there. But what makes it great is it just comes out sincerely, right? It's just like an honest approach. And then if we pick it up here.
We'll make this thing work, but I think we should take it slow.
There's that pullback again. We should take it slow. So there's a lot of just sort of like thought, musicianship, feel. I love when people are feeling the groove and playing off the groove. That drummer comes in hard off the top. This arrangement's really pretty. All right, let's keep going from here. So far, I am really taken by him. And I know I'm gonna love where this goes.
We're just ordinary take it slow. Take it slow. This time we take it slow. Take it slow.
Whoa. Oh, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Hold on. If ever you hear a run that you want to kind of break down, slow that thing down. Let's go to half speed.
Take it slow.
That is so nice, you guys. That is so nice. Okay, you know, I could sit there and like dissect that for a while. Back to normal speed.
This time we take it slow. This ain't a movie, no. No fairy tale conclusions. Oh, gets more confusing every day. Hey, hey, hey. Sometimes it's heaven sent, then we head back to hell again. We kiss and we make up on the way.
Woo! I mean, Daryl, hold on.
Head back to hell.
Hey, yeah, back to, woo, bluesy little ad-lib there. I'm sorry to stop so much, but this is beautiful. Another thing that I think is a good takeaway here is his body language. I'm just gonna pick it up here.
Hey, sometimes it's heaven sent, then we head back to hell.
Not only is his body in it, he's like going with his phrasing. The eyebrow, it's the confident. It's the, yeah, this is my domain. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm a pro. I'm polished. I'm enjoying being able to flex this muscle for you. And that, it's a really great sort of, it's great on the receiving end as the watcher, as the listener, just, you know, receiving all of this just wonderful interpretation and performance and body language. That is something that comes naturally. Allow your body to just sort of get, take it slow. And he knows it feels good. He knows it sounds good and it feels good. And he's allowing his body to move along with that. And ooh.
Again, we kiss and we make up on the way. I hang, you call, we rise and we fall when we feel like just walking away. As our love advances, we take second chances. Though it's not a fantasy, I still want you to stay. We're just ordinary people. Oh yes, we don't know which way to go. No, 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 no. We're just ordinary people. Oh yes, we are. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow.
I need to watch this several times. There's so many great parts to digest. Can we break down that one little ad-lib right there? Okay, so I talk about this a lot because I have noticed that some listeners, they can shy away from a lot of runs when they don't understand them and they just see it as like a lot of complex melody coming their way. Sometimes they just want to be able to digest a melody that they recognize, that they know in a way that's really straightforward. But a lot of the singers we've been listening to lately, they're really great at adding that little touch and playing, right? Playing and showing their skill, showing their musicianship, while still spacing it out so that you still have chunks of the melody that are very straightforward, easy to digest, and then these little sort of like decoration, the little treats along the way where you go, oh, that's different. And even if you don't know why, it gives you the option to sort of sit and decide if you like it, right? As a listener. That's the interesting thing. If you'll notice, like oftentimes it's the singers who kind of get a little more excited when we hear a lot of these sort of embellishments going on. But for the most part, I think he's handling this really well. And I want to find that one ad-lib.
Oh yes, we don't know which way to go. No, 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 no.
Great meat in his tone there, right? Because he has like a little slight breathiness and this like sensuality throughout, and he'll give you these little spikes of no, 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 and it's like very mid-rangey. It's nice.
Just ordinary people. Oh yes, we are. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. This time we take it slow. Take it slow.
See, what I'm talking about? So he's like gave you some of that, like half of that on the other one, and then he sort of like complicated it a little bit more on the next one. I'm curious to see where this is going to end up. But you see how he sort of like gave it to you in steps, in levels. Like, okay, I'm going to put some a little bit here and right there. And because of the nature of that arrangement, it really gives you that space to sort of play with that. Okay.
This time we take it slow. Maybe we live and learn. Maybe we'll crash and burn. Maybe you'll stay. Maybe you live. Maybe you'll return. Maybe another fight. And maybe we won't survive. Maybe we'll grow. You never know. Baby, you and I. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. 'Cause we're ordinary. We're just ordinary people. Maybe we should have taken it slow. We're just ordinary. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We don't know which way. We don't know which way to go. 'Cause we're maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. This time we take it slow. Take it slow. Take it slow. This time we take it slow.
Smooth. Can we break down those ad libs? Don't bounce off yet. I know a lot of you are like, okay, performance is over, but wait. Really quickly. Can we break down those ad libs? Because I think ad libs are something that not only does the audience not necessarily always understand how vulnerable that can be, right? It's basically like a solo for a musician, or the ad libs for the singer in a spontaneous situation. Now, obviously these are ad libs he's comfortable with, that he's sung through. There's an art to ad libs, and a lot of singers shy away from them. So I figure if we kind of break them down, it'll kind of take a little bit of the mystery out. It can still be a little scary. And the reason being is, check it out.
Another fight, and maybe we won't survive. Maybe we'll grow. You never know, baby. You and I. We're just ordinary people.
So basically what that is the lead vocal is riding over those backgrounds. The backgrounds take over, and that generally will happen on that sort of last chorus out, as a way for everybody to kind of ride out. You notice the drummers going in, bass players going in, keys are going a little bit more wild, right? It's that sort of like that big climax, like, okay, we're gonna wrap this up, but before we do, we're gonna take you on this last kind of like wild part of the ride. And this gives the singer, because the backgrounds are we're just ordinary people, that he has that pad in there of backgrounds sort of sustaining that melody, keeping it going, so there's structure, and the lead vocal gets to kind of ride over that. So he's gonna fill in the holes, right? He's gonna fill in the space without over cramping the space either. So he does these little bits.
We don't know which way. We don't know which way to go. 'Cause we're ordinary. We're just ordinary people. Maybe we should have taken it slow. We're just ordinary.
But there he gives it a little space. So he gives you this little run. People, whatever he does. And that's not what he did, but I'm just saying, like, right? X ad lib. And then from here, should take it slow, right? And then lets the vocals breathe. We're just ordinary people. So part of the skill of kind of learning ad libs is knowing when to give the arrangement space, when to be complicated, and then when to simplify. So it's sort of that ebb and flow of giving that room, giving the listener room to digest what you're doing, what's happening in the entire arrangement. And he's doing that so beautifully, so skillfully.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
That one is more of a groove ad lib. Yes, we are. Right? It's a punchier. You're here. You're feeling it. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Right? It's in and out. It's in the time of the groove. It's making you bob your head. And then other ones are longer. So you're giving that sort of like that switch up, right? Those options.
We don't know which way to go.
That one has a show-off note. It's a little more legato, connected, right? That just means it's longer, smoother, going over. Embellishment. And then he pulls it back. Whoa, so that they can wrap it up. But I think it's just a great takeaway to see how he did that, because it's really excellent use of his space and beautiful, beautiful ad-libbing skills. Not just in his control and pitch and the precision of his runs, but also just how well thought out, well mapped out, and how tasteful they truly, truly are. Whew! Okay, so I'm gonna go back and watch this again, and I have a feeling you're gonna be seeing a lot more of Daryl, because I noticed that he has songs with Katrina Velarde, whom I absolutely love. If you want to watch more videos, probably put Katrina right here. You can check out some other vids and a playlist down at the bottom, and I really look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you all so much. I'll see you next time.